I'm very specific when it comes to RPGs. Alright, let's go to the case board here.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Alright, I gotta turn up. Hang on. Turn up my desktop audio. Okay. Get that. That's. Hang on. I'm gonna get the mouse off of that screen. What the fuck happened? There we go. Alright, let's look at the other cases. Let's drop out some
Finding a Casey
lunchboxes
out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Yes, let's. Right now I'm at Cauldron Lake. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm seeing my buddy tonight. And he's gonna tell me how great it is.
Chest cut open, heart removed.
Look, I'm like doing detective stuff.
Straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Why would you leave the heart there? I got to be careful because at a certain angle, you can see his pee-pee. Yeah, I don't want to. I think I would be into D&D stuff. I've never ever played. I'm familiar.
And the straps were left behind.
This is the sequel. This is Alan Wake 2. The first game was very very Twin Peaks-ish. You're an author and you've gotten like a block and you can't write anymore, so your wife takes you out on a trip to try and clear your head out to this mountain town. And you get there and it's really creepy and weird. Like, it's a nice small town, but you're like up in the northwest and stuff. And she's rented this cabin on Cauldron Lake. And so the old lady gives you get like as a Airbnb type thing. So you go to the old lady, she gives you the keys. And you go, it's on this little creepy island in the middle of the lake. And you wake up and all of a sudden at night it's dark and like your wife Alice freaks out and falls into the lake. So to save her, you jump into the lake to try and rescue her. But then you wake up in your crashed car like a week later with your wife gone. And so they think you murdered her. And like you find pages of a book that you haven't written yet that's telling the story of what's going on right there. Like, have you written this book of what's happening right now or not? And so like you have a flashlight and any of the enemies that come, you're basically using your flashlight instead of a gun to kill them. You're like sucking the darkness off of them. It's really, really weird. And that game came out in 2010. This one just came out recently, and you're trying to, basically, it's 13 years later in this same town. You're an FBI agent, came in and are investigating this, but then it jumps back and forth story-wise between your character and Alan Wake from the first game. It's really crazy. And you know that game Control that I used to play? Yeah, that's in the same universe.
Who is our victim?
It's really weird. Hang on,
Who
I have
killed him?
weapon upgrades?
Need to find more clues.
Oh, damn it.
Was he killed here?
So right now we're
or
investigating this murder.
For display.
It's from the same company that made Max Payne. I don't know if you ever played Max Payne, but here's the funny part. Look, this other detective looks exactly like Max Payne because it's the same model, same character
Someone
model.
was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
And while Max Payne technically isn't in this game. Because that's played by the same guy.
Multiple
His character is
people
Alex
here.
Casey, who is pretty
Multiple
much
killers.
sounds. It's the same voice actor too. I think because they don't have. They just did like the remaster of the original Alan Wake game, so, and that's
Any
cheap. That's
idea
like
who the
30
victim is?
bucks.
Oh, I sure do.
Like I said,
His
they don't
name was
have
Nightingale. He was FBI.
they don't have the
Came
rights to
town
it, but
about
they're basically
13 years ago.
bringing him
I
in.
haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Well, yeah, and like I said, I
Robert
think they're
Nightingale.
bringing
Oh,
the
yes.
story from Max
You
Payne in
probably
without
know
actually
his
having the
brothers
rights
in
to it.
arms.
It's great.
Oh, and sisters.
So there's this crazy cult, the cult of the tree, that goes around murdering people. Do I get to talk to you?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state.
See?
But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. And we
yeah.
worked in cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end.
So
Kept
even
the
though
group pretty
Rockstar
quick
owns
after
Max
that.
Payne, they're doing a remake of the first two Max Payne games together into one.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
The
Certainly
same
fits the
as
pattern.
all the other victims.
Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
But like I said, it has a super Twin Peaks story that like, oh, you go to this cafe and you get coffee.
Large
It's the
amount of
best
blood on
damn
the table.
coffee.
The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
All right, let's go into our
Anything
mind
clicking
place.
yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
All right. Let's go in our mind place where we sit here and we go, all right, there's heavy blood splatter on the table. That would go to the victim. No. Okay. It's a poor job from the killers. Okay. All right. Agent Casey knew Nightingale.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Here's multiple sets of footprints.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Oh, wait till you see. She does all
They
this in
planned
her
for the
head.
murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him.
Oh, I got this new
But
controller.
why
Look at
Nightingale?
it's so cute and pretty.
He's been
I love it.
missing
It's
for
got green
13
triggers, but you
years.
can't see that because of the green screen. I
here?
love this controller.
Why now?
All right. Where did the victim come from? I don't have any of that. But we can now
Profiling.
do some mental
Get into
profiling.
the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt.
Oh yeah,
Use
no, it
whatever
is
I
a
know
huge
about them to
conspiracy
guide my
theorist
intuition
thing,
to
and
a
it's awesome.
revelation. Piece it together.
So now we can come over to, oh look, it's the, she like loves deer for some reason, and we go up.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I love it.
Miss you, kiddo.
Pepe
I'll be home
Sylvia.
soon.
All right, let's go to the profiling page and let's do some profiling on Agent Nightingale. We want to see about him being a missing person. He's been missing for 13 years,
Agent
so
Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
all right, let's find out about the ritual
Nightingale
murder.
was chosen as the victim.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
That's why his heart was missing. All right, look, we learned something new. He came from Calden Lake, where the victim came from.
The lake is connected to Nightingale
audio
somehow.
in this game is amazing. Like, it's
Casey,
super surround.
Let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that, yeah. And it's like because of the darkness of the
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen
that
at the
takes
lake?
over the enemies.
Nightingale
You're
came up
safe
from
and they
that
can't see
direction.
you if you're standing in the
lake.
light and stuff like that.
Probably looking for shelter.
Like, look
Safety.
how dense the fucking foliage and trees and
waiting
plants
for
are.
him.
And I don't even
When
have
you're
this on
ready, I'd love to hear what you
high
put together
graphic
so far.
settings.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night.
Wait a
possibly
second.
nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table. cut
Oh, I
his
already
heart
did
out.
this.
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Oh, see, all right.
Creeps.
Well, first let's
You
just do
tracks.
this.
Barefoot. Nightingales?
Barefoot tracks.
They come out from under the boulder.
Yeah, well, you
Makes no
can't get under
sense.
there. All
There's
right,
a piece
this
of paper on the
page.
ground.
The cool part about that I'm nerdy about this, it's a sponsored deal with the OPI nail polish and makeup company.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story.
Yes.
The killer left
The
a
killer
message.
left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words.
These
These words felt like a message.
felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone
is-
playing a game with them.
That is
An
Alan Wake.
invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game
Yay,
with us.
achievement.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he
Alright,
dropped
now
this
I can-
page,
I can put this
or the
page.
killers left it for us.
You find all these new clues, and you put them up on the board so you can follow what's
I think
going
he
on.
came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Yeah, I don't need to
I should
read the
profile
manuscript
Nightingale
pages.
about this page.
Ugh, yeah, let's profile again. About the
Found
page.
the page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my
No,
chest
I'm not joking about OPI. That's
inside. The awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something
OPI.
was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
That is exactly how weird our world is.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
That is absolutely how weird our world is. All right, we still haven't gotten down to the
Casey,
beach yet.
I think something's been put in. A witch with no heart.
Oh,
A strange echo of owl murder.
where are you at? What? What are you? Alright, fine. I'll go down to the beach.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
How is my battery low? These are brand new batteries. Literally brand new.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? In some fantasy?
Where's the fucking map? Okay, good. We're going...
Here's all the audience. Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm
Okay.
already hooked. I need the next
Alex,
chapter.
where do we go?
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
No. I'm following you. Oh, return. I'm gonna talk to that deputy.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
No, don't wait there. Hey. Oh my gosh. My mission is to go ask the deputy to move the body. And the map is... Body's all the way over there. Alright, let's go.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
No, I'm just going back to where I'm
Did
supposed
you
to
know
go.
this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for...
I went too far that way.
Crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for
For another
after
week
Deer.
because of Deer
Not a
Fest.
problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Oh, it's a shortcut. They even call it the shortcut key.
Thanks.
Now, which way is
Let's
that?
get the car. The deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Ah, here's the shortcut key. Let's go get in the car.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in.
Always raining.
We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
What do you think we're
Deputies
doing right
aren't
now?
exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Like I said, though, this game is directly connected with that
Can't
game
fit
Control
the
I
clues
used to
all
play.
together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do some investigating, see what's over here, if anything. Oh, look at that, papers. Rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. God, it's getting closer. Foliage is stunning. Yes. Something is really not great with this place. No crap.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson.
What are you talking about?
It's gonna be a dangerous place.
I've been running this whole time.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
All right. Let's see. There's always nice.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Weird.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Oh dear. Cute.
The Oh Dear Diner. Part of Coffee World.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh,
What?
it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Take your time. I love his voice. This game is very dark, so I tend to have my flashlight out all the time.
Sure. But it slowed down ever since Culver Light was fast off.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
Right?
Am I
Right?
True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I'm still
Whoa.
at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Huh. I never said you're doing anything illegal. Why you gotta be like that?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found The whole thing was
That's not suspicious.
terrifying. That's all.
All right, we got to profile this chick. What's going on with them?
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something.
Yeah.
A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Oh, a little bit truth. And then you end up with all these different cases to go through. Hmm.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
There, we got a whole new
I
file
need to know
on the
more about the cult of the
cult
tree
of the
if I'm
tree.
going to shut them down.
They wear deer masks. That's not the goal. Kind of cult. All right, find lots of clues, and you don't even have to find all the clues.
So you found
I think
something
it's
there,
one of
right?
the achievements if you
A
find all the
necklace
clues.
these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Yeah, but now it's not proper chain of custody.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful.
All right, this is where it gets
Do
weird.
me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga!
She was in the first
Saga
game.
Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
What? Mind blown. All right, need to investigate closets, stock up on whatever goods I can find. There we go. We got to pet
Hey
all
there,
the deer
Mr. Deer.
heads.
You remind me of a dream I had.
Gotta check all the closets and lockers and all that stuff. Grab a map while I'm here.
I need something to force this open.
Later on, I get a screwdriver. I can go.
Hey, how's it going?
Maybe the waitress is. She could be. The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song before being played over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. What, you won't let me behind the kitchen? Alright, let's go.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
So this
Look, I
sheriff
see. I
is
gotta leave.
played by the same guy
we're dealing
in their
with a
other
cult.
game, Quantum
The
Break,
cult of the tree.
from that was on the Xbox way back when.
Have you heard of this
He was the
cult
main
of the
character in
tree,
that,
Sheriff?
and it was like a
Only
weird
the
time
urban
travel thing,
If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
and how that can mess stuff up.
We're
And
not
his
gonna
name
find out
here in
you're
this
the Grand
game is
Wizard or
Tim
something,
Breaker,
Are we?
kind of like
Played
Time
some D&D
Breaker,
back
but
in the
whatever.
day. Wizard was always my favorite
Microsoft owns the
class.
rights to that game, so.
Looks like you have some guests.
Like if that happened to me in real life, I would just think the waitress
morning,
was on
Ted.
drugs. Yeah, but she knew my
Yeah,
name,
real
and she
important
knew the
guests.
name of my daughter.
Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
How does she know so much about me?
Hey,
Why
what do you know about that
she's saying
waitress
welcome
from the
back?
diner?
See, here we go.
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
All right, let's go to the morgue's exam room.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
So this is the Bright Falls Sheriff
Yep.
Station.
Just here to
Anything you
pay
need,
my ticket.
just, let us know.
You're ready to take my money.
None of you is stealing the. I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. Those sound like the sort of things that people I know would say.
My ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
They locked up an innocent man.
She might be a stalker. I forget where I get the screwdriver. I'm like 3/4
Agent?
done with it on the PS5. Now the only problem is that you actually run out of batteries on your
As you
flashlights, so you
The
can't just
investigation is being taken over by the
flash it
federal
wherever you
agents.
want.
Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods.
This is
We've
great.
only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
9%. Not even like a 10% off or anything, just 9% off.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations.
No,
Yes.
those characters, one of the bits is that you see all their different commercials for their different different things that they do in town.
Something about morgues. They always...
Oh, I need bolt cutters.
Can't say I feel the same.
We've got bolt cutters, and we say, fuck the government. Hang on, I'm looking for a screwdriver. And ammo and flashlight batteries. And health.
I can't force it open. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
All
I'll
right.
start with the external inspection before
You got
performing the
pee-pee.
internal examination. What was the cause of death?
Yes.
What other clues can the body give me?
Let's
There's
see.
writing on here.
Ooh, there's writing on the heart.
Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Very carefully.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
No, doesn't make sense.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at the case board. Yeah. This isn't the case, though. Let's just do that. Oh, yeah. Cult stashes.
These stashes could contain clues about the
Yeah,
cult.
yeah, we know. There's stashes all over the place, which is just where you find.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn for the body, yes. Writing.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted.
Yeah, it's not.
Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Defensive wounds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure heart being removed might have something to do with this cause of death.
Right. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Yeah, so we got the other part of the map. And you can go back and rewatch any of the videos too, which is like my favorite part. Alright, let's get in there. Hey, pee-pee, let me cover it. Oh well. Oops. Hope I don't get demonetized for the pee-pee. What's in there? What is that?
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Uh-oh.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
What? What's that?
Wait.
Sheriff?
What? He's gone.
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Wow, okay, that was...
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Yes.
He can't see me in the light.
Yeah, we...
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Yes.
Get out of my house. From darkness.
He vanished.
He's gone. What happened? There we go. There's the end of that chapter. Because it's a book story. Every chapter ends with a song, which I probably can't play, or it's gonna get my video's gonna get taken down. So that's the end of chapter 1 with Saga. Now, oh no, okay, not yet.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult.
What's the overlap?
A ritual.
Oh my god.
Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Yes, I can read all the manuscript pages, but now I have more stuff to go on the case board too.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future.
What the fuck is going on?
No rational explanation.
No rational explanation at all.
This is the case we must solve.
Yeah, forget about the murders that we were there to take care of to begin with. This takes precedent. See, now we're finding stuff for so many more.
Doesn't look right.
No? Well, where does that fit in then? It's not a cult go. Oh, it's part of the ritual? Okay. Put my flashlight back on. Oh, well, he's not alive anymore.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Because he read it on the
There's
pages.
no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the
Yes.
tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
I mean, really,
Maybe.
it doesn't matter how
We need
good
to start
investigator
reverting
you
this
are. You
cult's
can't
goal,
explain this
their
with logic.
purpose. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. Glad you're on my side. Let's get some more bullets. Or was that health? I don't know.
Can't be opened on this side.
I think that was a health pack.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared.
that body.
Nightingale turned into some sort of
And
a
that
monster,
body
and our
over in
office
there.
is down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible.
Yeah, your
But
buddy's
we'll do
dead.
what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, let me tell you, this game gets fucking...
They're a fine pair.
Hello. My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Yeah, not me.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
Smart choice, Anderson.
You trying to figure out which road to cross there?
Casey here. Yeah. We need back the Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Alright, let's go to Cauldron Lake.
I need to come clean, Anderson.
Oh.
I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago.
Oh, and you haven't
He was
told us?
chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened
Twitch
in New York.
keeps lagging.
Some of them,
Ah,
at least.
is it? I'm sorry.
Bodies started to pile up. It was a
Oh,
murder.
whatever. That's Twitch's fault.
Oh, yeah.
Not yours.
No, I'll take the blame for Twitch. You can't blame Twitch for anything.
The cult was copycatting the murders.
Nah, this game is fucking
Corporate Lord. This is a really cool game.
Yeah. You haven't even heard of the old one? God, it was only came out 13 years ago.
Started looking into Wake's disappearance.
No, I had heard of it. I just never got to play it.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His
And I
name
didn't
does
know
keep
what kind of
popping
game
up.
it was either. It gives me like Heavy Rain vibes.
Yeah, very heavy
Next time,
rain
give them
vibes.
to
I
me
think.
before we find
Yeah.
ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Yeah. It's like the main guy of the company Remedy that makes these games. He is from Finland or Iceland, one of those, and he's got this, and that's the model for the other detective here, and he's got like the best Finnish, Icelandic, what do you call it, accent you could ever imagine. And like
The
when
page says
when he was in high
Nightingale's in
school, he
something
started
called an
reading
overlap.
like
Need to figure
horror
out
and what do
exactly
you call
what
it,
that
books and
means.
stuff, and he's like, that's what I want to do.
Charge of this mess.
And he ended up at this
Thanks.
company, and he writes all
Let's
these
start looking for Nightingale
games
where
for
he
the
was killed.
crazy stuff. It's great. I love
The
it.
writer of these pages
He's
knows what will
funny. If
happen.
you ever hear interviews with
Because
him, he's
they're
just
behind
fucking
this.
hilarious.
Or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world
Oh, we're gonna be
operating on
coming up to the
different rules.
overlap. It's gonna get scary.
I need to understand
Like
this
actually
strange
scary.
magic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Oh, what is this over here? It's the Yako brothers.
Hey.
The crackhead waitress just pops out of the...
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's the, what do you call it? The adventure guy.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you.
I like
And
him.
yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
His
How
accent
did you
is
hear about
great.
the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihto. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy.
Looks fucking
You name it,
beautiful.
we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one
Mostly.
gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this
Whoa.
sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants.
Finland.
So
They're
between
from
your
Finland.
name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I
Close
don't know much
enough.
about them beyond that.
Close enough.
The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
Oh, what's that? Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. Fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department, leaving here in case not the next person to fix these things. For reading this, check for tampering. May want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get at it. And that is kind of a foreshadowing for the next game that's not a game.
Lunchbox again.
Find
Who's leaving
lunchboxes
these
with
out
all
here?
these painted rocks. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. We're getting scraps of manuscript pages. Alright, let's go do what we were supposed to be doing now.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Yeah, you slacker.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
Well, yeah.
I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning.
Yeah.
I never minded rain. Feels like home.
Look, they drew
No
their
sign of
triangles
Nightingale.
on there.
But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Footprints. Oh, jeez.
Monsters.
Gotta do more
overlaps,
talking.
Rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy.
I know.
They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it.
Mm-hmm.
We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale,
Then what?
what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters.
They do the monster
Light
mash.
worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
What's this way?
Bare feet. Nightingale.
Oh.
I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
See, are these footprints actually here? Because they kind of get that weird smoky mist thingy coming off of them. They might not actually be there. They might just be something I'm imagining to put me into a dangerous place.
It would be a terrible time for your batteries to die.
Dun dun dun. I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't happen in these games.
Do you get like extra batteries? Like you just find one in the desk somewhere?
Yep. Of course. It's like Resident Evil. Oh yeah, this place is important later. It's the witch's hut.
I was gonna say Blair Witch.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way now. I already lost my way. Okay, there's the footprints again. So I get for not paying attention. There they go. Follow the footprints.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Whoa.
I can feel something.
Oh my god, it's Bigfoot. Oh, jumps.
Nightingale isn't far.
Oh yeah, dude, this game is full of crazy jump scares.
I didn't even notice it at first. I was like, oh, spooky.
Whoa.
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before.
No,
We're
I
headed
put.
into the tree.
All right,
out of it.
we're gonna do super. Okay. Which button is it?
Ah, yes. Just shoot the weird magical thing.
No,
That should work.
I boost my flashlight.
Ah, okay.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
Hey.
It was covering.
The fuse was in place.
Whoa.
Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
I trust the pages. It's getting darker. And foggier.
Where's Shrek? He's gonna come chase you out of the swamp.
I'm an ogre. Get out of my swamp.
Is that a boulder? That's a nice boulder.
Shit. I miss playing games with you guys.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, I thought I saw something in the woods.
Same.
Probably just a deer, but I'm
Here.
gonna check it out.
Oh,
Okay.
of course. I need to
I
find
found
a
another
fuse.
page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
Aren't those like
Fuse is
tiny?
busted.
Good luck.
Broken fuse.
Steal one out of a car?
This one looks good.
There we go. We
People
got a
should
good
really
fuse.
stop littering, though.
Yeah. Stop littering. It's Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs, go to better school, big city. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? I told her. She said, thanks. Fucking kill me. Yeah, okay. Here.
There's another lunchbox.
Where? Oh, there it is. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over all of us. There's totally a cult for Alan Wake. Oop, this way. Let's put that fuse. Alright, so this is how we... Yeah, thank you. This is how we save, by drinking some coffee.